fiancé's ex still had a key and used it. I woke up to the sound of the front door unlocking, not opening, not slamming, just unlocking. And it sent a chill through my body so fast I swear my heart skipped a beat. It was 2:17 in the morning. I know because I grabbed my phone the second I heard it, thinking maybe I'd imagined it. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was my fiancé coming home late from his shift. But I rolled over and he was right there, lying next to me, asleep. So who the hell was at our door? I'm Ava. I'm 29. I live with my fiancé, Mark, in a small but cozy 2-bedroom place just outside of Denver. Nothing fancy, just ours. We'd only moved in about 5 months ago. Things were going great, or at least I thought they were. Mark and I have been together for a little over 3 years. We got engaged last fall. No drama, no breakups, nothing like that. I really believed we had the kind of relationship that people envy. Honest, safe, solid. But that night, everything changed. So yeah, I heard the door unlock, and I froze. You know that kind of fear that doesn't let you move? That makes your whole body just tense up. That was me. I shook Mark awake hard. He grumbled something, half asleep, and I whispered, "Someone's at the door." I heard it unlock. That woke him up real fast. He jumped out of bed, grabbed the baseball bat we keep in the closet, I know, cliché, and tiptoed to the hallway. I followed slowly, heart pounding in my ears, and that's when we saw it. The door wasn't wide open or anything. It was just slightly ajar, like someone had started to open it, then stopped. Mark yanked it the rest of the way open and stepped outside onto the porch. No one. The street was dead quiet. Not even a car in sight. I was still standing inside, staring at the lock. There were no signs of forced entry. Nothing broken, no scratches, just unlocked, like someone had used a key. Mark came back inside, confused, trying to play it off. "Maybe we forgot to lock it," he said, but I knew we didn't. I'm obsessive about locking the door. It's a habit. I check it twice before bed, every single night. I looked him dead in the eyes and said, "Who else has a key to our place?" He paused. Way too long. Then he said, "Just us, no one else." But I saw it. That tiny flicker in his face. That moment where he looked away just for a second. I didn't push it. Not then. But I didn't sleep either. The next morning, I couldn't let it go. I started thinking of everything. Every little weird moment from the past few months. The way he sometimes got jumpy when his phone buzzed. The way he always kept it face down. That one time he left for the grocery store and didn't come back for over 2 hours with just milk. I was spiraling. But the thing is, my gut has never lied to me. So while he was in the shower, I checked his phone. I know, not proud of it. But after what happened, I needed to know what the hell was going on. And that's when I found her. Text messages, not a ton, but enough. Her name was Rachel. His ex, the one he dated before me, the one he told me ended things on good terms, the one he swore was out of the picture completely. Apparently, she wasn't. There were texts from 2 days ago. She'd asked if he missed her. Said she still had the key, with a winky face. Told him she'd been thinking about just dropping by sometime. And he said, "Don't." Ava would lose her mind, but maybe one day. I felt like I was going to throw up. I waited until he came out of the bathroom. Then I asked, again, "Does anyone else have a key?" And this time, he didn't answer right away. I pulled up the messages, held the phone up to his face. He didn't even try to deny it. Just sat down on the edge of the bed, face pale, and said, "I forgot she still had it." "Forgot? You forgot your ex had a key to the house we live in, the house where we sleep." I lost it. I don't even remember everything I said. But I remember screaming, "You let me think I was going crazy. I thought someone was breaking in." He kept trying to say he never thought she'd actually use it, that it was just flirting, and he wasn't going to do anything. But that's not the point. The point is, she did use it. And what if I hadn't heard it? What if she'd come inside? What the hell was going to happen then? I packed a bag that night and stayed at my sister's. He kept texting me, calling me, trying to explain. But I was done listening. Not just because he betrayed me by keeping in contact with her, but because he didn't tell me. He let me sleep in a house where someone else had access. Someone I didn't know, someone I didn't trust. And when I asked him directly, twice, he lied. So yeah, that's the story of how I found out my fiancé's ex still had a key and used it, and how I found out he'd been keeping more secrets than I ever imagined. I stayed with my sister for 4 days. And in those 4 days, I think I cried more than I had in the last 4 years combined. It wasn't just about Rachel, or the key, or even the texts. It was the betrayal that broke me, the casual way he lied, the way he let me feel unsafe in my own home, and didn't say a damn word. He texted nonstop, left voicemails, even showed up at my sister's door once, flowers in hand, looking like the world's most pathetic rom-com character. My sister answered and told him to leave before she called the cops. I didn't want drama, I just wanted space. But more than that, I wanted answers. So on the 5th day, I told him to meet me at a coffee shop, public place. Neutral ground. I needed to see him face to face, without all the crying and the excuses, and just talk like two adults who'd once promised forever. He showed up looking exhausted, unshaven, bags under his eyes like he hadn't slept. I didn't care. The first thing I said was, "Did you cheat?" He shook his head immediately, said, "No, I swear, I never touched her, I never saw her. It was just texting. I don't even know why I did it." And I believe him. Not because I trust him, I don't. Not anymore. But because Rachel made it clear in her messages that he was always dodging meeting up. But still, he kept the door open. Literally, he admitted they'd reconnected months ago, said she reached out on Instagram just to say hi, and he felt nostalgic, so he replied. It started harmless. Then the flirting began. Then came the key comments. And even then, he still didn't think it was a big deal. I asked, "So what exactly were you waiting for? For her to show up while I wasn't home? For me to catch her in the house?" He didn't answer. That silence told me everything I needed to know. So I told him it was over. That I couldn't marry someone who could lie to my face and still sleep soundly next to me. Someone who made me feel crazy for trusting my instincts. He begged, he cried. He said things like, "We're so close to the wedding, and we can go to counseling," and it didn't mean anything. But it did. To me, it meant everything. Because love without trust is just noise. I moved out officially 2 weeks later. Took what was mine and left him with the empty apartment and 1,000 apologies he could keep to himself. But here's where it gets even worse. 3 weeks after I moved out, I get a message on Instagram from Rachel. At first, I didn't even want to open it. I figured she'd gloat or say something snide. But I opened it anyway. It said, "Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know you didn't know I still had the key. I thought he told you. I thought you were okay with us talking. I didn't mean to scare you. I would never have come in if I knew you were home. I'm sorry I crossed a line." What the actual hell? I didn't even reply. Because no, I didn't know. And no, I wasn't okay. And why the hell did she even think it was normal to let herself into someone else's house in the middle of the night? Even if she thought I wasn't there, that's just psychotic behavior. But you know what really messed me up? She thought he told me, which means he'd been painting this fake picture to both of us, playing both sides, letting me think she was history, and letting her think I was some chill, clueless girlfriend who didn't mind her walking through my front door. It made me realize just how deep the deception went. It wasn't just a slip. It was manipulation, layered, intentional. He didn't want to cheat, but he wanted to keep the door open, just in case. And that's almost worse. Fast forward a few months, I'm in therapy now. It's helped a lot more than I expected. I'm working through the self-blame, the guilt, the shame of not catching it sooner. Because when you love someone, you want to believe them. You choose to believe them, even when something inside you is whispering that something's off. And yeah, I miss him sometimes, not because I want him back, but because I miss the version of him I thought was real. That version never existed. I dodged a massive bullet. Imagine being married to someone like that, having kids with someone like that, always wondering who else had a key, not just to the house but to their heart. No, thank you. Now I've got new locks, on my door, and on my boundaries. I don't know where he is now. Don't really care. Last I heard, he moved to another city. But if you're listening to this and something in your gut is telling you something's off, listen to it. Even if you don't have proof, even if they call you crazy. Because the moment you stop ignoring your intuition is the moment you start protecting your peace. Trust isn't just about honesty. It's about safety. And once someone makes you feel unsafe in your own home, they've already left. If you've ever trusted the wrong person, if you've ever ignored your gut and paid the price, then you're not alone. Sometimes the biggest red flag is the one we excuse, but you deserve better, better love, better honesty, better peace. If this story hit home for you, don't forget to subscribe for more true, raw, and real confessions, because some stories don't just deserve to be told, they deserve to be heard. See you in the next one.